So I was raised as a middle-class kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America.
Kamala Harris claims she has middle-class roots in Canada. That's where she was really raised. But those roots don't run nearly as deep compared to how far Americans have had to dig into their wallets, battling sky-high inflation under her watch. New numbers released today show overall prices since she took office, along with Joe Biden, up 20%. Food up 22%. Shelter, 23%. Auto insurance soaring more than 55%. Energy gaining 32%.
And wages still aren't able to keep up with, keep up real wages, plummeting nearly 2% since old Joe and Kamala Harris took office.
And just so you know who to thank, that middle-class hero was the deciding vote for $2 trillion, the American Rescue Plan, and the Inflation Reduction Act. Both of those together, those two votes, resulted in at least half of the excess inflation the American people have felt under Joe and Kamala.
And didn't help the American people at all. All right, joining us now is Small Business and Entrepreneurship Committee ranking member, Iowa Senator Joni Ernst. Congresswoman, I'm sorry, Senator. I didn't mean to degrade you and call you Senator. Kidding.
He does that a lot.
You did not have the pleasure. I'm sorry for that. Quickly, she talks about a plan to lift up the middle class. And again, I haven't seen any plan from Kamala Harris. All I've seen is the Joe and Kamala plan, which has destroyed the middle class. What is she planning on doing to build out and build up the middle class?
Well, she's going to give them joy and good vibes.
Right.
That's what she's going to do. But no, there is no plan. There is no substance. And I can tell you, because I am back in my middle-class neighborhood every weekend in Montgomery County, Iowa, where the median household income is right around $51,000. And I'll tell you what my neighbors are saying. They are being smashed in this economy. Many of my neighbors will work 1, 2, sometimes 3 jobs to make ends meet, whether they're making a mortgage payment, rent payment, and of course groceries sky high. We just went through all those numbers. You took all my numbers. But she has no proposal, no plan, no substance. She can't communicate that to the middle class in Iowa, and they are hurting. If she had a plan, it would have been implemented 3.5 years ago. People were better off 4 years ago under President Donald J. Trump. They know that, and that's why independent voters are not swinging her direction. They still believe in President Trump and the strong economy we had while he was president.
Moving on to this, Senator, as a ranking member of the Senate Small Business and Entrepreneurship Committee, we both want to get your take on Vice President Harris, a lifelong politician and government worker, shedding light on her many passions.
My passion, one of them, is small businesses. My mother raised my sister and me, but there was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small businesses. My plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction to startup small businesses, knowing they are part of the backbone of America's economy. My opponent, on the other hand, his plan is to do what he has done before, which is to provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations.
If I only had 8 hours to discuss this with you, Senator, she will giveth with her left hand, and she will kick every small business owner in the backside with her left foot, because she wants to raise taxes, individual rates on over $400,000. Those are sole proprietorships, LLCs, who report on their individual tax returns. Their taxes go up, and then the corporate tax rate wants to go up. As the daughter of a small business owner, if they say they care about small business, they will burn your business to the ground.
Absolutely, and you are so right. You know, she loves small business so much, she wants them to pay more in taxes. That's a lot of love right there. And yes, and I am the daughter of a small business owner as well. My folks were farmers in Southwest Iowa, family farmers, and my dad had a construction business. It was tough in the 80s, and you know what he did? He started a secondary business to make ends meet for his family. We all were engaged in that enterprise. Let me tell you what, I don't know that she's ever worked in a small business. I don't think she understands that the regulations that she and President Joe Biden have put upon our small businesses is literally choking them out. A lot of these small businesses cannot afford to hire the lawyers to dig through the hours and pages of regulation and be able to comply with all of those regulations. This is what the Harris administration is doing to small business today. I cannot imagine what she will do to them if she should ever become president. But remember what happened during Donald Trump's administration, Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. We were putting money back into small business pockets. That's something that we need to continue, and we will continue under the next presidency of Donald J. Trump.
Kamala Harris loves small businesses like Jeffrey Dahmer loved his neighbor. They're all killing businesses or the neighbors. I mean, and that's why small businesses do not support her. You know, she thinks the broader populace
that's good.
Loves that.
Yeah.
But the small businesses, they know better. Senator Joni Ernst, always great to see you.
Better.
And the Iowa common sense that we get from you, I love it. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Senator Joni Ernst, he broke out the Dahmer reference. Good to see you.